Give us an overview of what you make of the MPC now, or MPR, under Governor Oluyemi Cardoso so far in office.
Without being sentimental or whatever, I would say straight away that this governor has been the most professional governor Nigeria has had for a very long time. Professional in the sense of his personal demeanor and the leadership he brings, the courage and the conduct with which he conducts the central bank as a management is very, very professional. And that what brings respect internationally. I've not seen him, partying with bank managing directors and even the government. He's so apolitical, he does his job professionally. And that was his drawing or bringing the confidence in the marketplace for the decisions he has made. All the decisions he has made so far, the MPR and all that, has been made based upon data he has. He has not done it from the whims of his brain. Data is given to him, he interprets them correctly, and up to now he has been interpreting them correctly. All the MPR results they have arrived at have been spot on. Is realistic, and I think we're going to have a more stable and steady central banking in Nigeria.
Indeed, quite interesting. At a point when the CBN governor maintained the MPR as it were 27.5% for a very long time, a lot of stakeholders were calling for the CBN governor to ease the monetary policy rate at a point, not knowing that probably the CBN governor was seeing something that we were not probably seeing. What do you think he was actually seeing at the point where some stakeholders and economic watchers were actually calling on him to reduce the MPR at a point when inflation was moderating?
Yeah, I mean, he was seeing the unemployment level. He was seeing the inflows. He was seeing the debt profile. He was seeing all kinds of things. Don't forget that the overall assignment the central bank governor or central bank has is financial system stability. So when you are pandering to emotions and to emotions, it doesn't go that way. He goes to the realistic things. What can I do that will stabilize the financial system? That will bring some pain. And a courageous central bank will take what it takes to take that decision. And luckily for him, I don't think there's any intervention from the government on this present governor. I don't think there's any government intervention on him. So he's able to take decisions based on what is realistic. It's like a doctor giving you some injection that may be painful, or some bitter pill that you have to take if you have to heal. So we should trust in his judgment because he has overall a holistic view of the economy. He's seeing it from the apex point of view. Numbers of unemployment, the inflation rate, the export, the import, the activities, the money generation, everything, he's seeing them on his desk. And he's trickling with the monetary policy tools he has to manage to change this thing around for the overall financial system stability. That's what we don't see. We're seeing the top of the envelope. We don't know what is inside the envelope. He sees everything, and we should give him the confidence and the time and everything to take decisions. And happily also for him, he enjoyed this professional cordial relationship with the fiscal authority as well, which wasn't the case before. So he is able, because he's the manager of the economy, and we should have to trust his judgment. He tells us where we should go, and we should believe him. He has professionals around him who are advising him also and interpreting the real situation to him. He's not the one that will just impose his views on people. So, I mean, that's what I'm observing from outside. And therefore, he's being guided professionally and above all, using data to arrive at his decisions. So let's trust him. Let's believe him.
Indeed, let's trust him. But talking about trusting him, let's look at it does seem that he has abandoned the unorthodox policies in the management of the monetary policy. If you remember, in 2015, between 2015 to 2023, when the former governor was in place, we saw direct financing of government deficit, forest restriction, and sector-specific interventions, talking about loan, and of course, with a standard interest rate adjustment by the CBN. We recall the CBN interventions in the anchor borrowers and so many other activities that are outside the CBN mandate. Do you think moving away from those unorthodox policy and focusing on the the core mandate of CBN has in any way helped in stabilizing the economy?
Most definitely. Like I said, I alluded just now that this governor is not political at all. Meaning that he's not doing things to promote a government he's serving under. Look, the things that can lead the drivers of reserves or foreign reserve or foreign reserve that different but the same is oil shocks, then central bank intervention to support the naira and foreign investment flows. Now, the intervention that the former government was doing was sad. That it was so sad because there's no measurement of its implementation. When the anchor borrower, for example, came on, when money was given for rice farmers, how many rice farmers were given? What was the quantity of rice that were produced? What did we gain from it? Nothing. So this intervention, building universities, all kinds of stuff, the central bank became like a developmental bank, which is not. Their core mandate is not. They're not supposed to be development banks. They're supposed to carry out monetary policy issues. So that coming from there is actually helping this economy, because if he was politically inclined to, he would have been played to the gallery. In fact, I don't see him in newspapers, which is a kudos for him. I don't see him anywhere. He's just professional, and that's what brings confidence in the external, in foreign investors to see that this governor is interested in the management, focused on management of the economy, and not playing to the gallery. Intervention that has no monitoring, intervention that has no performance indicators. You don't know how this intervention have done. How has it impacted on the lives of the people? How has it? Otherwise, in fact, on the other side, the interventions were actually very inflationary. They were just jacking up stuff, hitting the market by such interventions, and that was very, very harmful to the economy then. I think this level-headedness and calmness of this present governor will help develop this economy or improve it even better.
Another issue that we had was the issue about the management of the ways and means. If you recall, during the last dispensation, over 23 trillion naira ways and means were actually given to the government. This is in violation of the CBN Act 2007 there. But given what we have now, do you think we are seeing the proper management of the ways and means now, as the case may be?
Definitely. Have you heard of ways and means of recent? I've not heard of it for the past 2 years. And that's also kudos to the personality of this governor. I heard, and which is what I actually like in him, because I was given an interview by AIT Nancy one time, and I told them that a central bank governor must crave for independence, and that he must be allowed to do his job, and that a credible governor will walk away from his job if he's intimidated or if he's told to do things that are not professional. This governor is capable of doing that, and I heard that he will have gone earlier on his own if he wasn't allowed to do what he's doing now. So if government pressurizes him to do with this ways and means, all he will tell them is, this is the law, this is the act, anything above this, I'm not able to do it. This person can do that kind of thing. I believe him that he can take on his guns and say, look, we can't go further than this. Unlike the previous one that cannot respond professionally to government. So the ways and means was abused, it was inflationary, and definitely disastrous to the economy. And so if he abides professionally the way he's doing, I cannot see this government abusing the ways and means the way it was done in the previous administration.